bit cool today, so I'm wearing a parka for a little bit. We are going to do a warm-up, but before we do, I just want to ask everyone to think a little bit while we're warming up. Why is a mohawk called a mohawk? The last 2 weeks, we've worked on a mohawk sequence, and I promised you a whiteboard. I have it. I have 2 actually. Why is a mohawk called mohawk? So let your brain percolate on that while we do our warm-up. So we're putting one toe on the ground and we're drawing little circles. So it doesn't matter which direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. I don't mind, because we're going to do both directions. So one toe on the ground, rolling around and around and around. Keep your torso quite straight. Think about fabulous posture. And now we're going to go the other way. So same foot, but turning it the other way. Yep, around and around and around. Again, torso nice and straight. Look up a little bit if you can, because mostly our audience is above us when we're in ice rinks, so we need to project up and out. Around and around and yeah. Great, and now switch. Swap feet and around. You should feel the blood working and pumping right up your leg, from your toes right up to your hip. So warming up our legs, because that's what we use a lot when we skate. And around. Lovely. And now the other way. So whichever way you were going before, you turn that same foot the other direction. Doesn't have to be stretched out a lot, just keep it underneath you. That's fine. Okay, and now shake out a little bit and stand feet close together, not touching, just close. Hands on hips, I think, and we bend and circle knees, ankles, knees, and hips. Yeah, right around, bending around and bending around and around and around and around. Really try and feel your feet going from an outside edge to an inside edge, or big toe to little toe, because we want to remind ourselves that we need that feeling, that subtle contact between our feet and our blades. So we want to feel what it is to lean on one side of our foot and then the other. And now we're going to come up and we're going to go the other way. So hips, knees, ankles, yeah, arms out or hands on hips, whatever is comfortable for you, but get the lower half of your body working a lot. Right around and bend, push those knees forward as much as you can when you're bending, because the more we can push our knees forward, the more we're pressing into the ice, the more we're pushing our edge into the ice and gripping the ice, which is going to give us stability. Lovely. Okay, stand up, shake out. Yeah, the constant pressure down is rough, and it's different on the floor. When we're on the ice, for me anyway, on the ice I don't feel it nearly as much as when I'm on the floor. But if I'm going to feel it a lot on the floor, then I believe I'm going to be a stronger skater. So let's do some forward stroking. So we're holding our arms out, we're opening out, we bend and stretch, push down on our skating knee, stretch our free leg out and hold. 2, 3, rise up, bend, glide, hold. 2, 3, rise up, bring your arms in if you can and push out, hold. 2, 3, rise up, bend, using these arms and looking up, extending up. That's taking the ice, giving us an extra edge on our performance level of holding the edge and projecting up, looking out. Bend, hold, 2, 3, rise up. It's up to you. You can hold your arms out with your palms up, or you could try taking your arms in and having your palms down. It's whatever look or expression you wish to have. You can even take your arm up a little bit so that you're looking up, following the line of your fingertips up as you stretch and glide down the ice. So rise up, bend, and stretch and hold. Rise up, bend, stretch, and hold. See, I'm getting warm already. Fantastic. We did some Russian stroking the other week. I'd like to do that again. So that's doing our forward crossover. We have a new person with us tonight. So let's just do a couple of forward crossovers on the floor just to remind us all what we're going to do. We're bending and pressing on an outside edge, so over our little toe, and we're turning our arms around. So we're looking around our circle. And if you need to hold on, do so. If you need to have something to help you balance, go for it, find it. Bend onto our little toe on our outside edge. Then we step across quite closely onto our inside edge, so our big toe, and stretch right out. Stretch underneath as much as you can. Stretch that free leg out to the side. Now feet together to touch, pushing onto our outside edge again. Stretch right out and bend across onto the inside edge. So that's our big toe, and stretch that free leg right out. Staying down in our skating knee. Stretch right out. Hold that free leg right out. Push it out as far as you can. That's what we want to do on the ice. And slide across, inside edge, and stretch right out. And now, straighten up, shake out. Let's go the other way. So we're turning our upper body around. We're facing our new circle, our new direction. Bend onto the outside edge, keeping our weight over that outside edge. So all the way over our little toe. Now bend across, step onto the inside edge, and stretch right out. Push right underneath. Looking ahead or across your circle. Feet together, stay down in your knee. Don't come up, try not to come up. Bend and stretch out. Arms up. Looking across your circle, stay down in the skating knee. Push the knee over the little toe for the outside edge. When you come across to the inside edge, push the knee over the big toe. When I say the knee, I'm talking about the skating knee. Feet together, bend, outside edge, stretch right out, bend across, inside edge, and stretch right out. So I hope that made sense to everyone, and especially our new person. So now we're going into Russian stroking, or it's called power stroking here in Australia now. We do one forward crossover. So we're doing outside edge, inside edge, rise up a little bit, and bend inside edge to stretch around, new curve. Now we're doing outside edge, bend across inside edge, stretch right out, and we push inside edge and curve around. Think of where you're going. We're going around here. Now we switch our arms, forward crossover, push outside edge, inside edge. Really work on knee bend. Bend that skating knee. Stretch right out. Rise up just a little bit to change the weight. Inside edge and curve around. And crossover. Push outside edge. Bend inside edge. Stretch right out. rise up just a little bit to change the weight, inside edge, and curve around. Let's do a couple of more of them because I would like to introduce some arms as well on that. So we're doing one forward crossover, outside edge, inside edge, rise up, inside edge, curve around. Feel your upper body moving. And now we go crossover, outside edge, inside edge, stretch the free leg out, rise up, inside edge, move that upper body, stretch the free leg back, pressing over your big toe, curving around, forward crossover, outside edge, inside edge, stretch out, inside edge, curving around. Now, when we step onto the inside edge, which is the long edge, so I'm talking about crossover being 1, 2, inside edge 3, 4, 3, 4 being the long edge. I'd like to see if we can take the free leg even a little bit further back, rather than just being back heel to toe now. Maybe take it a little bit behind and bring the free arm around. Draw the circle from behind to front. So if we're stepping inside edge, stretch, tuck behind, and free arm come through. So if we just do the inside edge for the minute, step inside edge, tuck behind, bring the free arm into the hip and forward. Step inside edge. The free arm is behind. We tuck the free foot behind, and then we bring the arm forward and around. So we're really drawing the circle that our blade is going to make. We are drawing that same circle with our free arm. And ideally, of course, we will look at that arm as it comes around. So we will be looking behind, and then as the arm comes forward, our head will come forward. We step, tuck behind, we're looking behind, our arm comes around, and we follow it around. So let's, yes, oh, good work, guys. So let's see if we can incorporate that into our Russian or power stroking. So we're going to do forward crossover, 1, 2, step inside edge, lean and tuck, take the arm back and bring it forward. Forward crossover, 1, 2, inside edge, tuck behind, take the free arm back and bring it forward and around. Forward crossover, 1, 2, step inside edge, tuck behind, bring the arm back and forward. Forward crossover, 1, 2, step inside edge, tuck behind, take the arm back and bring it forward. Really try to see if as you step onto the inside edge and tuck the free foot behind, you can take the arm back at the same time. That free arm goes back at the same time and then comes forward. So it'll be push, cross, step, tuck, free foot and free arm behind, and then bring the arm forward. Push, cross, stretch back and tuck both free, all the free side behind, and then bring it forward. So push, cross, stretch out, around, push, cross, inside edge, tuck behind and around, crossover, stretch back, tuck behind and around. I'm just going to come in and have a peek. Please keep going. Push, cross, inside edge, tuck. Yeah. inside, yeah, cross, inside, and around. Yeah, I think a lot of you have already done this. Yeah, relax for a second or three. Lovely. I see a few variations with arms going up. That's fabulous. It's fine. It's just important that we keep as much flow going as we can and presentation. So let's see if we can do some backward power stroking or Russian stroking. So for backward crossovers, we're going to, we did this last time. I'll do it facing you. We're going to push, start with our toes turned in. We push, stretching front. Then we come across and stretch underneath. Yep, and then feet together, push out, stretching in front, come across and stretch out underneath. I'll turn myself around, you don't have to, but it's looking over. I'm stepping onto an outside edge, so I'm looking over my skating shoulder, looking along my circle's going around here, push out, free heel in line with skating toe, slide across, then stretch out to the side, stay down, feet together, push again, yeah, push again, stretch out, here, free heel in line with skating toe, slide across, stretch out. I know it's tricky when you're trying to watch the screen and I'm in the wrong place, but try and look over your skating shoulder. So we're going to go stretch out, slide across, stretch out, stay down in your knees, feet together, outside edge, slide across, inside edge, stretch out, feet together, outside edge, slide, stretch out, slide across, inside edge. Good. Let's do it the other way. I'm not a fan of coming up on backward crossovers. I think the stretch is enough. Stretch out, slide across, stretch, then come together, stretch. So let's go the other way, looking along our skating shoulder, because we're going to step on an outside edge first. Looking where we're going, chin over shoulder, head up, bending skating knee, stretch the free leg forward because we're pushed, slide across onto an inside edge, stretch right out, then feet together, push, outside edge, slide across, inside edge, stretch right out, then feet together, outside edge, stretch forward, heel in line, free heel in line with skating toe, that's it, slide across, stretch out, and one more. Good. So now we're going to do, you're going to have a break for a second, guys. If you need a drink, if you need to grab a drink, go for it, get one. So now we're going to do one backward crossover, push, outside edge, cross, inside edge, and then we're going to step wide onto an inside edge. And we're looking out of our circle. So looking over that inside edge leg. Then we're going to bring our feet together. You're going to have to come up for this on the floor, come up. And then we go the other way. So outside edge, cross inside edge, step outside edge, take your weight over, put your hip over your skating foot, and then turn, rise up, feet together, push, cross, step out to the inside edge, looking out of your circle, and then come up, feet together. Now, I started to do that and then realized I'd already started adding arms and I didn't want to do that straight away. So let's just concentrate on our feet, our legs, and where our weight is. Then we can add arms, but I'd really like to organize our weight and our edges first. So we're doing, looking over our skating side, outside edge, inside edge, step wide inside edge. So take your whole body weight over. Yep. And then rise up, feet together, and switch your arms around so you can do the other direction. Outside edge, free leg is in front. Cross inside edge, stretch that free leg all the way out. And now step wide, push the hip out. Yep, knee over toe, and then come up, feet together. And switch the upper body around. Step outside edge, inside edge, stretch right out, and step wide. And take all your body weight over. Now rise up, feet together, and switch again. Outside edge, inside edge, stretch the free leg right under, and now you step way out inside edge. So you're pushing all your upper body. You're taking the hip over, you're taking your whole torso over that side. Then you rise up, feet together, and switch the upper body around, and off we go again. Outside edge, inside edge, stretch out inside edge. And you should be able to see that I'm really pushing the hip out, that my hip and my knee and my foot are in line. I can see Bradley's doing it. You're the largest picture on my screen right now, my darling. Yeah, Juliana, I believe you have it. Yep, stretch off. Oh, lovely, Mary, good work. Yeah, Stephanie, try and turn your arms, turn your upper body a little bit more, please. Yep, good work, Jenny. And step wide, yeah, stretch under, and then step wide, and then come up, feet together, and off we go again to the other side. Lovely. Just a note on this, the crossovers, both forward and backwards. That was really good, guys. But for the crossovers, be it forward or backwards, when we're on the inside edge, it's not just about leaning the free foot over. It really is about extension. We really I want to see lots of extension, which will kill your skating knee. I'm okay with that. I have never promised my skaters comfort. I always say that I've never promised them comfort. Extreme discomfort, I can ask for. So anyway, good work. So let's go and start our Mohawk sequence now that we've been doing the last couple of weeks. Mary, if this is new to you, that's fine. I understand. I think that you know how to do a forward inside open Mohawk. So anyway, feel free to just watch and jump in. If you need to ask a question, go for it. So we are starting on our left foot. We're going to start left inside edge, everyone. So left inside edge, turning a Mohawk to right back inside edge. Stretch back. Now we're stepping feet together, left back outside edge, and free leg goes in front, because I'm a dancer. Now we're turning to the right, and we're stepping into like third position or a T position. Push right forward outside edge, and now feet together, and we're doing a slip or a slide chassé, so we stretch forward, left inside edge. Okay, let's do that again, and then we'll do it on the other side. So we're going left inside Mohawk, left to right, step left back outside edge, bend your knee, turn your upper body around to the right, heel to ankle bone, step forward, right forward outside edge, and then we bend and slide forward, left inside edge. Yay! All right, we're doing it on the other side now. So you're starting right forward inside edge. So we're doing right forward inside edge, turn a Mohawk to left back inside edge, step right back outside edge, turn your upper body to the left, come up on the knee to bring the feet together, bend left forward outside edge, and then step, slip chasse, right forward inside edge. All right, let's do that again. So that was a right foot. So we're starting right inside edge, turn to left back inside edge, feet together, bend, lean right outside edge, turn upper body around, come up on the skating knee, bend left forward outside edge, and then we step, slip chasse, right forward inside edge. So remember last week, I do have some Zoom whiteboard stuff, but I don't have all of it on Zoom. So this is a long axis, a straight line. And our sequence is going to go around here and then around there. So we can start left forward inside there and then right forward inside here. Now, in our living rooms, dining rooms, gardens, wherever we are, we're not going to cover that distance. We're not going to come back to our long axis, that straight line. But we have to think about it. I want you to really try and imagine that you are coming around here and then around there. Or you could start here and go around there. It doesn't matter which end you start from, but that this sequence is going, my pen's just dropped down, is going to come around. So let's see if we can start left forward inside Mohawk, do the whole sequence, and then start immediately with the right forward inside Mohawk. Any questions? No? Oh, woohoo. Okay. So we are starting left forward inside Mohawk. We are going left inside to right back inside. So Mohawk, then we go back outside edge on the left foot, step forward, right forward outside edge, and then we go left inside edge doing the slip chasse. Now immediately we go right inside edge, turn Mohawk left back inside edge, right back outside edge, turn the upper body, we step left forward outside edge, and then we step right forward inside edge. Oh, yay, love it, you got it, yay, 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 let's do it again. Really try and picture where you would be on the rink. If you are at a rink with hockey lines, you could start on a blue line or a red line, and those 5 steps would come back to that same line, and you would do the next curve on the other side of the line. If you don't have hockey lines on your rink, then your coach might draw a line for you with their skate, or you could with the heel of your blade, or I use liquid chalk a lot. Anyway, let's go. Left forward inside edge, folks. Left forward inside edge. Turn right back inside edge. Step left back outside edge. Upper body around. Right forward outside edge. And left forward inside edge. And now immediately we go the other side. Right forward inside edge. Left back inside edge. Right back outside edge, rise up, turn left forward outside edge, and then I think I just called the wrong edge because I was calling back to front. Well done. Okay, please come back to the camera a little bit. I asked you earlier in the piece to think about Mohawks and why they were called a Mohawk. Okay. Does anyone have an idea of why a Mohawk is called a Mohawk? You can sort that because I have my whiteboard here. So, where am I? This one down here, can you see? That is the Mohawk that we were just doing, okay? It's on a circle and we glide into the curve and we glide out of it. Yeah, can this one, I've got a lot there, I'm sorry, that one. But the one that makes more sense is this one up here. This is an outside Mohawk. Start the circle, curve around, go up there, turn and come back. Now, if you have, Juliana, you know how to do an outside Mohawk. So if you have a vivid imagination, there's the circle, okay? There's the Indian's face. This bit, that bit there, that's the Mohawk haircut. So I don't know if any of you have watched Outlander. Maybe some of you shouldn't. But there is an Indian tribe where they shave their heads and they have these little bits sticking up. They grease them with, I think, oil or fat. So back in the day, I have a book from the 1880s, Gentlewomen's Book of Sports. And it refers to the new turn called a Mohawk. So that's why it's called a Mohawk. Some of you all know how to do a 3-turn. That's what a 3-turn looks like, because it looks like the number 3. That's why it's called a 3-turn. That's a bracket or a parentheses in maths because of what it looks like. It looks like a bracket. So this Mohawk is called the turn is Mohawk is called a Mohawk because the tracings, the marks we make on the ice look like that scary Indian's haircut. And I think if my blades were actually strapped onto my boots with leather, I might think a Mohawk was a super scary turn. So that's why it's called a Mohawk. And choctaws, which are another turn, closely related, are another Indian tribe. I don't have a Choctaw on this. I will draw one for you in like a few seconds. Because whereas a Mohawk, be it outside or inside, goes around the same circle, a Choctaw goes from one circle to another. So, okay, so we're starting here. This is the Choctaw we did last week. We're starting here and we're stepping a little bit behind and starting the new edge. So we're going back outside to forward inside. So we're changing circles. Everything in skating is related to circles. So if you have, does anyone have any question? Oh, I've got another chat thing here, so I'll check on that. I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm sorry. I'll try and see if I can simplify it, explain it more. Okay, so we have, as I said, everything in skating is related to circles. So we've got 3 circles here. Our Mohawks are going to stay on the same circle. So they could go just around there and just around here. Yeah? So they're going to stay on the same circle. But, oh, I've lost my other marker. the choctaw will start on this circle and go to the other circle. So it's going to start here and go to there. That's really simplistic, but if that helps you, that it's going to, okay, great. As long as I can start helping you understand, because this is what I love and I want you to understand it. So at the moment, maybe we just think of Mohawks stay on the same circle and Choctaws change circles. That helps you? Let's stick with that. Great. So now, because we did Choctaws last week, we did back outside edge to forward inside edge. Let's do that. So this means we have to step back a little bit. So we're going to take a back outside edge and we're going to lean back. Really try and feel your weight going back on your outside edge. So weight over your little toe and think of your free leg drawing where you're going to go. So drawing back around your circle. And then I like to bring my feet together. I like my skaters to bring their feet closer together to change feet. And then we stretch inside edge, so over big toe and come around the other direction. And this, this particular exercise is very much a turnout. So it's outside edge, stretch back behind. Remember I showed you on that drawing that you step back inside the circle, then stretch inside edge and draw the free leg around, pointing where your tracing is going to go, where you're going to go to. You're going to skate around here and then you step close, but again it's outside edge. So you're stepping back that way, stretch back, glide around in our imagination and then bring the free foot in, step inside edge. Try to keep your shoulders as still as possible. You don't really want to look like a washing machine. The agitator in a washing machine, if anyone has a top loader washing machine that goes like that, I don't want to see that. I want to see outside edge, step inside edge, upper body is still. Turn the free leg out again, step outside edge, looking where you're going, so looking ahead. So when you're on the back outside edge, you're looking where your heel's going. Then step inside edge, where your toe is going. And your torso is not easy, it's really hard actually, but keep it as still as possible. Come up, back outside edge, then step inside edge and stretch forward with the free leg. Bring the feet together, turn out as much as you can. Step outside edge, so pressing on the little toe, stretch your free leg back, inline heel, like in line with the skating heel, and then step inside edge. Let's switch and do it on the other side. Oh my golly, we're running out of time again. So, stepping outside edge, open the hips out, stretch back behind. Open the free leg, free arm out to take that shoulder back. That'll help you come around because you want to come around this way. Then step back, so step forward inside edge. So you're stepping back, but your skate will be going forward on an inside edge and you're going to come around here. Look where you're going. Come up a little bit, bring the free foot in, turn out, step back outside edge, stretch the free leg back. Stretch it back, keep those hips open. And then come in, step forward inside edge. How are we all going? Can I just see a couple of you try to do that for me, please? Juliana, thank you. You've been doing beautifully. Yeah, outside edge. So back outside edge to forward inside edge and stretch the free leg in front. Lovely. And step close. Turn the free foot out so you can step back outside edge again. Yep. And good work. Okay, I think I might have lost Mary. You look like you're just watching at the minute. Let's now do a little bit of a warm down. So I'm going to just grab a chair. For the moment, just shake out a little bit. I'd like to see a quad stretch. So if you need to hold on to something, do so. Otherwise, just lift one foot up behind you, knees together. Yeah, hold on to a mantelpiece or something if you need. Knees together because you want to stretch out this hip flexor. So pulling the free foot up as much as you can behind you. And breathe in and then breathe out again. Pull, keep the knees close together. Don't let them go wide or forward or back. Yep, and now let's do the other side. So knees together, foot up. Try and hold the toes if you can and keep the knees close together. Pull the foot up. So you're trying to get your heel on your bottom and the toe up on your hip. Okay. Now we're going to do a hamstring stretch. I'm going to do two different styles of hamstring stretch. So the first one is a fairly regular one. Go as high as you can. Put your heel up on a chair or a bench. If you have to do it on the ground, if you don't have anything to lean on, then lean forward that way. But if you can find something to put your heel up on, as high as you can ideally, this isn't very high. And if it's not very high, then you lean forward. And pull down. Try to keep both feet parallel, so facing straight ahead, and try and fold your upper body down to that free leg. And then we switch and we do the other side. So heel up and then we fold down. And hold it every time. Breathe in, and then when you breathe out, try and fold down a little bit further. Now this is a variation. So I'm going to do it facing you in case you haven't done this before. So the normal, what we just did, the hamstring stretch is the free foot up here. So my left foot is in line with my left hip. This time, ideally, I wouldn't have to jump across, but I do. So I'm going to lift my foot up and then bring it across. So my left foot is going to be in front of my right hip. So it's up like that. And then I'm going to turn my left leg over. So I'm going to try and turn out right from up here at my hip, turn it out, and I'm going to flex. I'm going to pull my toe up towards me as much as I can. So I'm pushing my left heel away from my right hip. And if that is a big stretch, stay there. If it's not, lean forward so that you get more of a stretch. So this is to help turn out, which will really help that last choctaw exercise we did. So you've got your left foot up in front of your right hip and you're turning your left leg out as much as you can. If you need to grab hold of your thigh and push it around a little bit more, or push it out, do so. Lovely. And then straighten up. And we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So your right foot's going to go up and then it's going to move across in front of your left hip. Turn out. Push the thigh out with your arms if you have to. And roll forward. If that's really easy, I can give you another alternative. I've seen a chat here, so I'm going to check on that. Okay, no. Good. Okay, everyone. Stand up, shake out a bit. Maybe you might want to do a few of these, just pulling up to stretch out in another direction. If you need to open out, do what your body wants you to do. I think most of you are reasonably experienced athletes now, so you know what you need to do. Thank you. That was